Alright. So, I'll probably go back to the Vitelli situation at some point tonight. I'm mostly going to be covering this. I'm sorry if I seem tired, it's because I am very tired. We are out here. What's up, Trevor? I need to separate my pop-out chat. Put you literally out here so I can see. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I need to get in gear. But um gonna cover the rest of that, or probably not the rest of it. There's 750 pages. I need to wake up. There are 750 pages in that document, so I don't know why I said we were gonna finish it. There's no way. That's very ambitious. I also found another document to cover. Yay. But I'm probably not gonna even touch it tonight. I didn't even put it in the thumbnail. It's regarding the Black Griffin situation, which is apparently ongoing, and more has come out. So, like, a lot more. And there was a very nice person that was, or there was a person that was nice enough to make a whole Google Doc with all the information that they found. And a lot of it's information that I've seen, but it's compiled into one nice little package with a little bow on it. So I will be crediting them, of course, but shoo, the wee doggies. I really do need to wake up. This thing is too warm. It's gonna put me to sleep. Okay. And then I think I am gonna. So one thing I'm curious, Trevor, about is with the whole Vitelli thing. Um, I wonder if those charges are gonna be concurrent or not. I doubt it, right? Like, or I don't know. Like, he'll probably just get 5 years, unfortunately. Or what do you think? It doesn't say anything. I can't find anything about whether it is or not. Are you still here? Okay. Served. Okay. I was wondering, I mean, and also like some of the charges, like maximum penalty I've seen is like just like some fines and stuff, but I don't know. I hope they throw the book at him. I could see them just making a special case of it entirely and just throwing the book at him. Which I think would be best case scenario. Not for Vitali, but for the public, probably. Just the general public, not even just for the Philippines. I think it might also, like, put some sense into some other streamers. Hopefully. Okay. This is a lot. This is so heavy. But there is some eyeknobber stuff in here. It doesn't. Oh god. It doesn't lighten it up though. I mean that much. It's still like about the situation. I mean, eyeknobber, I guess. I don't know. It makes it like not about. Okay, good. I want him to be cooked. I just know that rightfully they, the charges on him were like. I think that the one that they're probably gonna get him with is the public, the harassing the public charge. That one's probably gonna be the one that they cook him with, I would say. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for being so tired. This is like the Saturday stream too. That's silly of me. What a silly goose I am. Dog, this is so long. I think that's part of the reason. I mean, like, I want to get into it for her. I really do. Because, like, I feel that her voice needs to be heard. Um, and she put, like, a lot of effort into this. And there's so much of it, though. Here's all the video files and stuff. She asks you to at least first read the statement. I guess we don't. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we can get into. I think that, um, like, it might not be that bad. I just gotta persevere. And I mean, I'm not gonna be skipping around, but if I notice some repeat of things or anything that I feel like we've already made the point, I'm just gonna keep on pushing, go on past it. Oh, do you remember that old clip? I think Ethan even played it on H3 the other day. This is off topic. It was back on Vitaly. But do you remember that old clip of whenever Vitaly got Akon to sing on his stream when they were arresting the PDF file and that's that Akon's. I just like that kills me still to this day that yeah, it kills me to this day that he actually paid Akon to do that. That's really funny. And we're wondering if Vitaly has enough money to cover his own ass, and he absolutely doesn't because he did stupid shit like pay Akon and pay actors to pretend to be PDF files for one. I mean, some of them might have been real, but there's proof that some of them were definitely people he found on Craigslist. So, but somebody, I'm telling you, it kind of was, yeah. But I saw somebody on was it YouTube drama? I don't know what subreddit it was to be honest, but yeah, I don't think it was YouTube drama. It was something like that though. Oh. Oh my god. I was just scrolling. It was on the homepage. I don't remember. I don't remember where it came from. But it just sounds like something that YouTube drama would put on. Somebody posted that that was like a new clip. And then that was like Vitaly hiring Akon to like sing to himself, which I think is very funny. Yeah, he did pay them, a lot of them. There was like a uh people found a Craigslist posting of him asking for actors. So it's just I'm sleepy, dude. It's sleepy time, I think. Like it's like 11 o'clock, dude. It's 11:30. time for the long nap, the 12-hour nap. But I'm gonna do this first. Which, again, I don't. There's no way I'd be able to get into all of this anyway. To be for real, like it's just a lot. It's very in depth. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think she did a good job. I'm hearing that like people are like upset with her, but I think that that's again like just like the the mob. I just guess I got it. So I don't. We've seen that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Claiming I've been harassing him for a year. I have been harassed by multiple burner accounts. Baiting a reaction, a conversation about Alex. I'm not doing this. As a reply, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go to, I'm doing this. Is it replying? I'm not harassing him. I'm clearing up misinformation. Yeah, I think that's clear. So she's just stating that, um, which I think that if it was for, he says it's for clout and that she posted a bunch of videos, harassing him. I mean, to my knowledge, I don't think she's trying to like spawn a career off, like, and even if she is, it's not off of this, so it's like, I don't know. I think that's just something that people say though. It's like one of the first go-tos would be like they're just trying to clout grab. It's like I don't know who would want to clout grab off of tragedy. I mean, an insane person, yeah. So, but I don't think that that's the case, and nor is that hardly ever the case. That's far more. Um, I would say it's probably less likely than to not happen, or more likely to not happen. I'm sorry, I started reading again. Okay. I'm trying to like be able to read through and like give synopsises of like the pages as I go through and make it a little quicker. Okay. So here she's just explaining that a lot of the stuff that she has fallen victim to here recently, she 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 like let a lot of like rage bait and stuff like that affect her. And she lashed out and she's responding to my crop screenshots, cropping out his name. I didn't include this for obvious reasons. That was offensive, childish, very effed up. Hiding it was wrong. I should have explained then why I did that. It was using that word was inexcusable and I'm ashamed by it. I thought adding this would discredit what he had done to me, that it was selfishly my main to point out. Okay. I think that's, yeah. So, I guess she said it. And then he said it. So, I don't want that on the screen. I'd like that to go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away. You're gonna keep saying, aren't you? Go away, 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 go away. Oh my goodness, girl. Warn somebody. She did. She did. It was my fault. She absolutely did. She said that it was. I mean, she didn't say it was going to be so many, but she definitely said it was coming. I just didn't expect it to like explode everywhere. I can't even read those messages. I'm so sorry. I can't because I would have to sit there and stare at that, and it's just. A bunch of slurs. I can't show that. I don't know if there's any more of a point to it other than they're both racist or have been racist in the past. I think that's the point of showing those. So there you go. I don't feel that I need to show those. Okay, I read her first initial, like this first page. I'm feeling all of these documents, like I don't need her ad lib in between. And I'm not being rude, but I'm starting to gather that a lot of these documents are in what's out here, and then this is the statement that she wanted read. Okay? So I'm still abiding by her wishes by reading this statement, which I have already read. I feel like I said that 12 million times, so it's fine. Okay. I feel like there might have been some that I like this page, maybe. The videos I linked in my first statement, Alex threatening violence, is dated May. Having just made its official, having just made it official in March, this abusive language was implemented early in the relationship by him. Months and months of this could change anyone. I'm sorry that myself mostly, um, and staying ended up being as toxic as I did. Okay. So that's essentially like the whole. That's her sentiment. I think she really wants to get the point across, and I want to get that point across for her that she is very apologetic for her remarks, and she regrets it, and that she was in a very. She's not trying to use an excuse, but she was in a very rough place, and I understand what she's saying. Also, when she's like, her abuser is somebody that she is like constantly trying to impress and constantly around, and he's intolerant, and I mean, she should have more of a backbone, but she's saying that in this instance that she didn't, so she's just less intolerant, like as a. She's just going with the crowd, so to speak. I mean, but it's her boyfriend at the time. She's just doing whatever he's doing. I mean, that's no excuse. You shouldn't have done that. But she seems to be apologetic. And down here, I guess she cropped out when she had said it and left when he had said it. So she's addressing that. Okie doke. So she. My goodness gracious, what have I done? I've messed up the whole dang thing. No, it's right there. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? The last one was rough.
I'm joking, it's a joke.
Okay. What is he threatening?
I'm not
Their
accusing you of
dog
anything, it was a joke.
or something?
Like the whole
He's saying he's holding a sharp object
thing
to
of this
something's
conversation that's so
head.
confusing to me is that you keep on being like, was it here, was it there? It doesn't matter where it was.
This is okay. So that's it. Okay. And then we're just gonna do this whole thing. This is good.
You're doing it there with the "you told me not to walk in" thing. That comes across like, Alice, why you? I don't want this doll. I don't want it. I don't understand. I don't want it. I don't want it. I.
What are you doing? What you're doing right now is trying to save my guy's dog. Yeah. So they have this whole um thing, like custody thing with their dog that they got when they were together. And he's saying that he wants it, but he's also saying that he's threatening to hurt it. So, which like I mean, he probably doesn't mean that, but like, okay, don't say that. That's insane. Like that's actually some like unwell behavior, sir. So you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, you're saying you want to keep the dog, so it's like
I'm gonna resend this because
I get why she
I cried
included
in the
that.
last one.
I can hear that. What was that?
I'm gonna resend this because I cried in the last one, and I want to be able to talk to you properly. I had nightmares last night. I'm gonna resend this because I cried in the last one, and
Oh my goodness, is this one of those?
I mistook you pulling away for you not caring and not being bothered about anything.
Okay. So here he is begging her again
I
to reconsider.
wanted to wait to send this that I play for it, but in reality,
This stuff I really feel I don't need. I understand. I think she's just including what she feels. She's just she's just attaching what she's got, and I don't get. I do not fault her for that. Something I don't fault her for.
I
But I just don't feel as okay, let me explain where I'm coming from right now. I felt obligated in a sense to finish covering this because not because I feel that my opinion is even worth anything in this situation, but because of my last stream I had, made a silly comment outwardly to myself about it's like I feel that, nobody's probably gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and cover this whole thing. I will try to cover this whole thing. You know what I mean? And it's like the more I got into it, it's not even that I don't feel that she deserves for me to cover the whole thing because she absolutely does. It's that, um, again, I think that she is attaching anything that might come up because, like she said in her tweet, and I almost put this in the thumbnail, but I didn't. Um, like she said in her tweet, this is her final response. So I would assume that she is just putting everything in this document and then she is done after this. And good for her. And honestly, I hope that's the case. It'd probably be the healthiest option for her. So, um, that being said, I don't feel as bad for not going through the whole document. Um, so because a lot of what I mean, what's in the document is these audio and video. Some of these, not really the audio and video. Those are the extras, but like these screenshots and stuff. A lot of that stuff is in there. Um. Okay, and the rest are voice messages. Oh,
What the fuck are you doing? Fucking leave me alone!
shit, dog. That's abrasive.
Not fucking okay!
You're not okay, dude. I can't handle that. We're gonna get into the iKnobber stuff too. Um, I think I want to watch Cam Nugg's video on that. Or not all of it, of course, clearly, but a little bit of it. Um, he does a really good job of bringing up certain points. So, and then he has some stuff that I don't have, and then I have the aftermath with the iKnobber. Okay, so I'm so sorry to do this, and I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. I will be back in 5 minutes or less. I have to use the restroom. I promise I will hurry. Okay. I tried to be fast. Was that fast? I'm picking up a little bit of speed. Trevor, buddy, I don't blame you if you're not still here. I was dragging for a long time, my man. Oh, I was very sleepy. I'm still kind of tired, but not that bad. Oh my goodness. So I can't handle Alex screaming in my ear anymore. As I'm sure she couldn't have handled it. That's just awful. Okay. So I think I wanna. Okay, I know what I wanna do. I forgot about this video. Oh, I'm gonna cover that. This, the Joe stuff. Mm. Let's get real specific and then.
Wake up, guys! More Imalexx drama just dropped, but this time it's going to be a little bit confusing, so you're going to have to.
Okay.
We saw each other walking the dog for the most part, but even then it was still toxic. Then mid 2023 we started gaming a lot more together and speaking way more than we usually did, and that obviously led us to making a podcast that lasted 4 episodes. And so we have this tweet by Curse where she's saying Alex was an extremely toxic friend to Fraser along with so many others, and someone once loved him. It was hard to watch, but Fraser admitted to me that he put up with it because being friends with Alex benefited him in his work. Naber says this is quite frankly
Ah, it's back. I used to have this gift of, and like not even just like while streaming, like just in general, like even when I was trying to show my friends or my husband something, I would like be able to click on the exact point in the video where to go. And I think it might be back just for a little bit. I lost it.
a bizarre allegation that she made, that I stayed with Alex because it apparently benefited me. My friendship with Alex only did the exact opposite of benefit me, especially at the time of when I was in a relationship with Cursed. I don't really want to be speaking too much about numbers, but the reality is Alex's channel has been bleeding subs for 5 years, nowhere near his relevance in 2018 and a widespread disliked creator. And that's a funny point because just the other day I ended up making a short covering how Alex dropped below the 2 million mark, and he's actually allegedly buying subscribers because he went from like having
Okay.
losing
Um. Uh. Nice. Good deal, bub. I'm the 69th like on this video. Okay. Hi, Eric. So I tried to finish that document and it's super long and I couldn't do it. And also, a lot of it felt like, and I did say this already, but I'll reiterate very quickly. A lot of it felt like it was stuff that she was putting out just so it was out, like in case there was anything else that came out that she needed to respond to because her tweet said this is my final response. So I think that she was saying that like I'm just gonna put everything that I have, all the information I have out, and just that's it. Then we're good. Cause I don't feel as bad for not reading it all. Um, I read her full statement though, which is what she asked for. It's a lot. And then we got into like the rest of the Google Drive, and it's just Alex screaming again at her like a bunch, and I just like it's just more. I mean, and she says she has more too. So I really think that that's just like that document. Like we can even keep coming to it. Maybe I don't know if she adds more. She said she might add more, so might keep an eye out for that. But I mean, it's a lot. Like she's compiled a lot, and I think it's just like her. It's where she keeps all of her stuff. But this is actually. Do you know who Einauber is? Um, I guess he used to do. I never had seen it, but I guess he used to do content with Alex back in the day, which I could, see happening. I just didn't see it happen myself. But oh, I've this is I Einauber's ex came out and said that Einauber was just as bad as Alex, which like even with what she was accusing him of, which Einauber ended up having a really good response to all of it. But even what she was accusing him of was not that bad. So I mean, not as bad as like what I mean is like what Alex is accused of, which is just horrible, 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 horrible. And also his response was horrible. So I mean, I don't know. And she was also saying that like Frazier wanted to protect Alex. Frazier is Einauber. So this is Cam Nuggets, by the way. Hmm. I guess he took it down. Okay, doke. So Einauber took his response to Christy down. Hmm. Maybe it's not needed anymore. That would probably be the reason. Yeah. It's like, well, there goes that. I literally just opened it too, like the other day. He must have just taken it down. That's crazy. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, it's in Cam's video. I hate just using his video though, especially when I had it. Anyway, this is his response to Alex. And this is take I don't know how to take this, to be honest. I don't think it means anything, and that's what I'm going to tell myself, that it doesn't mean anything. Because it says that he and Alex have spoken and since settled things. and we'll just be leaving this up for clarification. Alex's statement is below, and so is iNumbers. So it's like, I don't know. Are you guys just like decide? I don't know what that means. Cause like you've settled the beef? Like what? I don't know, iNumber. It's not really a beef. Like it's like, first of all, like part of the accusation that she had against you was that, I mean, you like would always back him up, and that she thought you would continue to back him up. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's really, and I mean, other than that, I don't think she had anything that of any sort of credence. I really don't. But anyway, it probably doesn't mean anything. He's probably just trying to keep peace, I guess, I would say. But I mean, why not leave the Christie stuff up for clarification too, brother? Or maybe it's too personal, but I mean, you posted it once. I guess people can change their mind. That was silly to say. Yeah, people can change their mind. I don't know. Um, it was a good response. I don't know why I took it down. I think that's why I'm so confused, is because it, um, really did, like, negate all the accusations really, really well. Like, it would have been a good example of such. Like, if somebody needed an example of a YouTuber, like, completely destroying accusations, it would have been a great example of such. I wish it was still available because it was a really good document. Oh well. I believe he addressed like the whole. That's why I'm saying I think that he's just trying to keep the peace, because I believe he addressed the whole him and Alex being friends, or him like, you know, having Alex's back or whatever still, or recently, or, and I'm pretty sure he says that, he that they pretty much just made content together and they were never that close in the first place. She says otherwise. She says that that could have been the case, but like that they made content together all the time, and that like Fraser acted like he was his friend at the very least, even if he did use him just to make content. Is like how she put it. She didn't seem like the best source in the first place. Okay, so there it is right there. Well, yeah. He explains it in this too, in the first. That's where I'm remembering it too. Yeah, so essentially he says the same thing here, but we'll read it. He goes into a little more detail in this. I wish I could highlight that, but I can't. Because it's yeah, it's a screenshot. Me dumb. Okay. This is Alex's response. I've spoken to iNobber privately, and we have cleared things up, the situation, and settled it privately between us. So please do not harass him. That this is incredibly complicated, and he should never have been dragged into it, as it was not his responsibility. There's a lot of miscommunication, and I was worried about sharing more information, and the reasons I have explained in my video. Thank you for understanding, Alex. Okay, and here's iNobber's response. He does a really good job of representing himself and just in general. I mean, I think he's a really good advocate. Um, Making the points that need to become clear, being very direct, citing evidence that like citing very like useful evidence. Um, it's very much so like his videos. So this is a response: clearing up things after seeing Alex's video with the friendship thing. That's a little. Is vague the right word? I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word. It doesn't matter. It's small. Whatever the feeling I'm getting, it doesn't matter. It's small. I do regret my friendship with Alex. It was extremely toxic. We barely saw each other in 2022. After he made a new set of friends that year, I think everyone remembers how close I used to be with him. In 2019, we hung out every day. Uh, we still spoke, but the majority of meetings were walking the dog now and again. In 2023, our friendship became very close again after he moved out of London and he fell out of his previous friends. And we made a podcast together in 2024. Because of that, oh, I forgot they did have a podcast together. I am remembering now. Why did I block that out? Who knows? We made a podcast together in 2024. Because of that, I had and realistically, I don't think this is the biggest point to clarify on, but yeah, I regret my friendship still. Well, now on to the messaging and commentary channel things from his private side. This flat out is completely out of context and comes from one time where I urged a channel caution and care. Hiya, yeah, I know about the situation. I appreciate you reaching out. I would also appreciate not spreading this DM. But yeah, I've seen it. I really don't know what's going on, what's going to come from this, but I've spoken to Alex properly. Uh, I haven't spoken to Alex properly in like 2 months. Scraps ended based on private, unrelated reasons. Some of these euphemisms are catching me off guard, or not, I mean, like the way things are phrased. Alex is still making content as far as I can see. Um, but yeah, the whole thing is pretty fucked. I have no clue what either are planning to do from here. I have been told the whole thing has been an ongoing situation for ages and was kept in the dark until I started until I started to see Alice's post. And I kind of like how you found out by putting two and two together. Sadly, I had to do the same thing, um, even as a friend, haha. I responded to the channel reaching out to me. As you can see, it was very confusing time, but I was clearly trying to defuse the situation. At this point, I had no idea on the true story or story bar leaked screenshots I had seen, but from this point, it was progressively getting worse. Seeing leaked messages of Alex calling Alice horrible things, and then just more coming out. I contacted Alex multiple times. I will be calling you in a bit. Dad's calling me. Alex says that's okay. My dealings with Alex come back to the moment that I found out. mean, other than the date, like, what does that tell me? That's fine. It doesn't matter. I guess that he was okay. So, I mean, we just, yeah, we'll take him on his. I suppose, what does this mean that we can't see, I guess, like when the last time they talked was before that, but I mean, I don't think Fraser's lying. I'm not saying that. I'm just. Hmm. It doesn't matter. It's just a weird screenshot. I mean, it doesn't really say much. I am. I'm leaned back. Dude, I'm tired. I'm pretty sure that's why Trevor left, because I'm very, very tired. I'm probably not the most entertaining right now. No, he also probably has shit he's gotta do. It's late. Oh, that's a good idea. I probably need a laptop fan too. Okay. My dealings with Alex went back to the moment that I found out anything was going on. We wanted to make sure this was handled properly. So, okay. Yay. Is what I wanted. Thank you. See, he is. He does come through. Like, he is really good about keeping receipts and stuff. That's why that screenshot, I was like, what is this for? I was like, what does this screenshot do? But it's because of the date, I think. Because he's trying to show that he called what is it? Before? Mm, I think after. No. So it's backwards, right? So it's like, that would be, um, May. And then this would be April. Okay. So it is before. That's why he included it. Thank you, Fraser. You're very thorough, sir. Thorough in a good way. In a way that's like you're not adding too much either. Okay. I just think I needed to show us those. I think you needed to show us those texts you mentioned. Okay, I've seen this screenshot. This is me talking. I've seen this screenshot before. Um, Alex even even talks about that in his video, and I don't even think he brings up the text that he says that he has these texts proving that she hits him and that she's admitting to hitting him, and I don't even think he brings him up in the video after saying he's gonna bring him up. Um, like those messages are really bad, and I would just like seeing some context. I I'm genuinely terrified that if I post something, she's gonna come back for me even worse. I think if she finds out that I'm talking about it or sharing stuff, that she will try to make my life hell. I don't. I think that that's fake. I think that he's fucking fake as shit right now because it's like I don't think he's worried about her for one. I don't think he's worried about what she's gonna fucking do. Um, You released a whole, I mean, this is after the fact, but you released a whole video after the fact. Like, you can't be that fucking worried about her. And I mean, he's trying to play victim. He's trying to act like she's like blackmailing him or something. It's like when we were together, she'd try to provoke me and get me upset or angry, and then she would come down even harder. I've spoken to a few other people, and she's told me the best thing to do is not respond in any way. He says, I mean, privately to us, mate, not publicly. Been told not to post anything anywhere. It can't be shared. I don't want to take any chances with this. I've been advised to just monitor, and she's been posting, even if it's just one-sided stuff that has not responded to anything. I get that, but if we're gonna share it anywhere, you have to see how it seems from our perspective that we just legit only see stuff from her side. It's just shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I completely get it. It's tearing me up inside. Been making me sick. And that was what I was told in case it goes further. Yeah, I think he's full of shit. I mean, it's hard to tell emotions through messages, but these don't seem genuine to me. Especially when he's like, I'm afraid of what she's gonna do. And it's like, no, I think you're afraid of what she's gonna put out in response to what you say. Because, like, you can't say that my girl doesn't have receipts. My girl has receipts on receipts on receipts. She got 750 pages worth of receipts. So, I think he was afraid that if he responded, he says, I'm afraid that his exact words were, I'm afraid that if I respond, she's going to come down on me that much harder. Or she's going to try to make my life hell. So, oh. Yeah, I think he's just afraid that she's going to come out with whatever he says is bullshit. She's going to come out with some stuff to back her own shit up. That's what he's afraid of. He's not afraid of, like, well, because, like, otherwise, like, again, like, what is she blackmailing you with if you didn't do anything? What does she have on you if there's nothing to worry about? Meanwhile, your ex was posting more and more actual screenshots, facts. I haven't seen screenshots in any messages. Just the only thing after scouring through the messages is this screenshot from June where he shows me two screenshots in which Alice states he abused her and she reacted by slapping him once. Two small YouTubers. They are TikToks with 700,000 views. I would have told you guys everything if you didn't link it to my physically abusive ex-girlfriend on day one. Mate, green text. But coming after my life, that's your defense. My GF slapped me after I abused her. and that's my family. And I'm not coming after your life or your family. Yes, I slapped you in your face one time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge asshole. Is that the text that he's been talking about this whole fucking time? What an idiot. Oh my god, dude. That's the infamous text where she's admitting to abusing him. That's the craziest shit I think I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure I saw this in her stuff, but I did not register it when I was reading it. Holy crud, man. Alex claimed that so many turns to us he had screenshots proving everything, but he never sent it. And shortly after this, the situation got even bigger with videos coming out. And Alex even responded to some of the things Alex mentions in the messages here. Basically, I had so many things against Alex sent to me, and practically nothing defending him, and yet I still remained quiet until all the videos came out, which I had no idea of. The and to twit longer, to which hundreds of screenshots versus Alex, who kept claiming that he had stuff, but showed me, but didn't show me anything. Essentially, I was in the dark on this and putting the pieces together. But with the YouTuber, I leaked things, and I told him to be cautious, even suggested to reach out to Alex and Alice for both their stories. Um, I wanted this treated carefully. Yeah, I completely agree. The situation needs to be handled with caution and patience. I understand people will get frustrated at the lack of info, but hopefully the will come out fully soon. I'm not sure if Alex will say anything about it. Have you reached out to either of them? Okay. So we don't have that much left. We're knocking this out pretty good. As you can see, I don't think this is leaking anything. And it's more me trying my best to handle an explosive, horrible situation. I think so far our number's doing a really good job. And the more I think about him taking down the response or the thing with his ex is probably him trying to protect her still yet, I would say as well. Because I don't even think she's a public figure, so I don't really know why she involved herself in all this. She may have regretted it, and he may have been like, okay. So that's probably what happened. Um, or something to that effect. Link things to that channel and look, and I spoke to that channel about my own personal things later on, but realistically, in the context of what Alex is discussing, it was me trying to diffuse things and handle this as maturely as I didn't mature handle this maturely as I didn't want this to become a massive mess. I did not contact Alex throughout this. When something came out, there was times where I did not respond when I was busy on holiday, etc. The first time I came out, the first time things came out, I believe I was in the I don't know. It doesn't matter. He was away. So I'm not wrong, Ammo. I contacted you immediately. I'm assuming he meant I. I contacted you immediately after she posted DMs, you being verbally, and you said it was bad, and there's so many typos, not necessarily on iNumber's side, but just in general, I mean. Not really on his side, mostly Alex's side. When I see, when I asked for proof, you never sent me anything. I said you couldn't. As you can see, I definitely tried. But throughout March/June, Alex did call us multiple times and we tried to work out what was going on. But we couldn't see any of it. Any extent, I get it, but realistically, you have so much against you. You can't even give anything back. It's hard to deal with that. But I stayed silent um, until the very moment things came out. There's some screenshots. I just think you need to show us the text you mentioned the other day, like, mate. Like, those messages are really bad, and it would help seeing the context. I'm genuinely terrified that if I post something, she's going to come back for me even worse. I think she finds out that I'm talking about it or sharing about it. Okay, we read this. I was like, is this the same one? And it was. Eventually, everything went public and more came out. The extent was Alex's document. I genuinely had no idea of the video. I had zero clue of, and just about how bad it seemed was truly sickening. But even then, before I made a statement, I reached out to Alex. These DMs above were in group chats, and multiple people were trying to work out what was going on. It wasn't exactly the most private situation behind the scenes, as basically the entire UK community seemingly were picking up on this stuff, but it was becoming a complete mess. Mate, have you seen this and the things posted? Yeah, I have. I'm working on my response. Mate, this is not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you for a response from you. What the fuck is this? I'm around to a call and I'll talk about it. When is your response coming? Question mark. Hello? As you can see, I was angry. I felt lied to, especially after seeing 70 plus messages contradicting everything this man said to me. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I think about this for 3 months and you've seen screenshots, TikToks, everything about this. You've tried your best to resolve it privately and to work out what's going on. And when it comes out, it's even worse than you originally thought. I genuinely was in disbelief and admittedly was angry in my response to the situation. And given how lied to I was, I just felt justified in that. Even in some of our last ever messages, Alex said that he felt like he couldn't talk to me. I'm sorry, mate. Genuinely sorry. I felt that I couldn't talk to you. I was just going to, after I came back from my parents, but Alice messaged me saying that one of you said she hit me and it shit me up big time. Is that understandable? I felt like if I told you guys everything, she'd fucking kill me. Genuinely terrified for my life. Even after this, he says he's sorry for not telling these things. I totally get it, don't worry, man. I do understand, I don't blame you for this. It's fucking awful. If you have 10 minutes, I'd love to call. um, then a proper one tomorrow, and I'll get you full speed. I genuinely don't have 10 minutes to call, but I probably can tomorrow. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't send you guys the messages about her hitting me. I was scared she'd post more. The whole thing has fucked with me, and obviously I've never wanted to see you uh, as someone that would hurt her, but honestly, with what you gave me and what she has said, it has made me think that. Okay, so he's done with him. Yeah, he is done with him. I guess they have since, in their own way, kind of made up, possibly. I'm around all day unless the lawyer calls. I realize now after talking to my lawyer and others that there's way worse than just arguments. I said I need a lawyer. What does your lawyer think? By my lawyer. If I had defended myself then before and spoken to a lawyer, I said I was told to not buy a lawyer. Or I was told to, yeah, not to buy a lawyer. I feel in context to everything, anyone would feel threatened here. If I'm just being honest, I did feel like I was being silenced in a way. Now, Alex will probably argue against this. Just my personal feelings, but I think given what he and I had, it made sense. Another thing to note is that I said in my stories, Alex never spoken about his relationship with us. Truly, which is true. Alex very rarely discussed Alice, which I consistently was under the impression that he was happy until around January, where they started making sad subtweets and posts about each other. He's asking him to keep it between us because he's might take it, or if it in case it goes to court. And Amber says, "Yeah, man. Yeah, don't worry. I won't even mention it." Yeah, same. I feel like these texts are gonna be used in a court of law. He shows me discussing messages in. Oh my goodness. I lost my place that fast. Which confuses me. Is that. Yeah, okay. I have not, privately about messaging Alex. During that time, my point about his relationship was the majority before the situation and the stories. I thought they were happy. Until January when Alex seemed angrier and sad and more sad than usual and would never tell us anything. Okay. Edit, I reached out to this channel about the situation with me leaking things to him and got confirmation I did not do this. Man, that is completely fine. You don't have to explain yourself. INobber was accused of like leaking some information regarding this situation that doesn't have to do with him, and yeah. So I completely understand. You're fine. You don't have to explain yourself. I get why you did it. I was going to message you asking if I could use the DMs you posted to further explain the situation. I don't get it though. I never leaked anything to you. Can you confirm basically that I just said caution and calmness? Yes, 100%. You never leaked anything personal to me about Alex. The only thing is ever mentioned is that your podcast with Alex, which wasn't about Alice or anything he said to you. I can I use this screenshot? He said yes. One last thing in this situation, I've tried to listen to both sides. I know how sensitive uh, these situations are. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. TikToks were coming out with leaked screenshots of conversations, and I felt the best way to handle this was to try to resolve matters maturely and carefully. I probably didn't handle it perfect. I'm sorry for that, but it was truly impossible, an impossible situation to be in the dark for the most part. Also, I should clarify, I've personally not leaked anything. I've gone and looked through DMs trying to find stuff, even if I forgot bizarrely, but the majority of the conversation, the time that people are trying to work out what's going on, who is lying, how it can be solved, I believe the majority of people knew about this stuff, genuinely did care about what was going on, and was trying to maturely deal with it. There were so many lies thrown around and things not being shown, it was just driving us crazy. It was super difficult to have negative, and I hope this clarifies everything. Something seriously went wrong with him. Bear acting like he works a 9 to 5. Actually, though, he sleeps at least 15 hours a day. I hope you're okay, Alice. Genuinely, some of the most fucking horrific shit I've ever read. I'm so sorry you've had to put up with this for so long. Really, that's why I couldn't go through it either. It's awful. I'll still refer back to it, I'm sure. Um, Obviously, I heard both their stories, and I've been added to multiple calls about this, and I've tried to work out what was going on. But honestly, my part in this was just trying to work out who was the victim in the situation, and I truly believe the victims in listening to them, and so I tried to implement that logic in this situation and finding out who was lying, who was not lying. On my channel, I talk about serious situations, and I basically tried to stick to my morals and ethics about all this, trying to find the truth. You're going up to Alice after 16 hours, Warzone, Jack Bays, his family. Man, I have the worst news. Oh no, they've unfollowed each other. I just checked. I'm here to speak on the behalf of no one else. I feel this explains a lot. Some things I said last year, I might have been emotional, but one thing I can promise is I absolutely am trying my best to listen to victim stories and um, what was putting together a puzzle of, as horrific as that sounds, a puzzle of abuse. As horrific as that sounds, I'm really sorry if it comes off as immature, but yeah, things did get muddled and I have regrets, but I can confidently say I stuck to my morals and I try to do my best for working through truths and lies. Thank you for listening. Well, I think that was a really good response for my number. Good for him.
Just channeling Sabrina when he would shut me in a room for hours, not allowed to make any noise, and would shout at me for flushing the toilet. It says, what's being referred to is when I recorded a video, I would ask for no doors shutting, slamming, because I was recording and my mic would pick these sounds up, which obviously wouldn't be good for a video. She's kind of implying something sinister here, but the reality is in 2022, we lived in a tiny flat and it was also my recording space for videos. I'm genuinely really confused as to why this is even being mentioned, because it was literally just a case of, hey, could you be quiet for an hour and try not to make noise because I'm recording. The flushing toilet bit, again, some case as above. There were 2 toilets in the flat and the main toilet was next to my room. There was a toilet in the bedroom. This is just something harmless that has been blown up into something big. I'm genuinely so confused to why this is being made into an issue. I was doing my job in a flat originally lived in just by me. I invited her to live with me to get her out of a shit situation. It's sad it's been twisted into something else. And as somebody with a Blue Yeti microphone, I can completely understand why you don't want people making noises. Just me, my room gets extremely hot, and that's why sometimes you might hear like a weird hum in my mic, and that's because my fan is on, and sometimes it gets picked up by the mic. So if someone is outside my room or in my house, causing a ruckus, playing music, yelling, you guys will hear it. Or you won't, because I'll have to, reshoot or have to edit it out. So I can completely understand. In regards to Cursed, yeah, this is just a complete situation of her trying to take all of these things and make herself into a victim, when in reality it was just a relationship that didn't work out well. And that's the end of today's video. We have a friend or a former co-worker, I guess you could say, of Imalexx, who had to address some allegations of his own that ended up stemming from the situation with Imalexx and Alice. Now, I would relate the extremely difficult, arguing and getting annoyed at each other. But to say physical implications is an absolutely wild way to phrase things, especially after saying I'm not far from Alex, who was only just
I
accused of
absolutely, I said the same thing. That's insane.
abuse, part of it being physical. We have this that says the physical and mental implications I have from that relationship is again why I will not be disclosing what I went through. It is still very raw and I do not wish for my past traumas to be pulled apart like I
Girl, you made an accusation. You have to say what happened. What are you accusing him of?
have
You have to say what you're accusing him of. You can't just accuse him of something and be like, "Oh, but I don't want to tell you what it is. It's just bad. Just know that it's bad."
seen done to Alice, and he says, of course, since this was backtracked and clarified on what she actually meant without deleting the original tweet at the time of writing this, and instead in a reply to someone that barely anybody has seen, causing people to speculate about the worst, see below. She would say, to Greenhill Max, no, Fraser did not physically touch me. When I say the physical implications, I meant the implications of the chronic stress systems. No idea how you would relate the two of those, so that's a pretty silly thing to say, quite frankly. Anyways, he would say, well, I appreciate she clarified on this. The tweet
That doesn't make any sense.
is still up. And in terms of the mental
What does she even mean by that?
implications, of course, living with your ex for 9 months will cause so much stress. But it was an unfortunate situation that we both found ourselves in. Kirsty had no contact with her family at the time to leave. Her friends had moved away and she was alone and isolated. I understand that completely, but to me personally, these tweets imply a level of abuse. When seeing how much she claimed for months she loved me and everything else I've shown her, I don't think that's true. My guess is she will say that it takes a while to realize these things, but how does that justify all the texts she has sent me, the pressure I felt, the mental turmoil this took on me? I even started trying to test my own bloods midway through last year because the stress was affecting me physically and I had no idea what was going on. And there's a order of him buying a blood sugar monitor, diabetes testing kit. He would then go on to like talk about how he thought that his own body was like going through issues and he wasn't realizing a lot of it was related to stress, and then he started forming other relationships and talking to other girls, which would cause drama with Kirst, whether it was her like talking online and things like that. He ends up going over a few more of the tweets saying that, what she said was extremely irresponsible and dangerous and might actually like badly damage his reputation, which is completely understandable. But then he also talks about, he's very far from Alex. He's nothing like Alex. He hasn't abused anyone. He hasn't physically, mentally abused anyone. He hasn't.
No, he hasn't. I think that her issues with him are very personal, and she's piggybacking a situation that has nothing to do with Einaber or her. So I think I'm gonna get off here though and go to bed. Oh. Oh, you're still here. That's very nice. Oh. I'm just very tired. I think I will be on. I can't. I'm not gonna say I think. I will be on tomorrow. That's the stream schedule. The stream schedule is, and I'm gonna stick with it. I swear to God, it's my promise to myself. It is Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I will see you tomorrow. Good night, friend. No, I don't go on. I'm on Thursdays. I'll be on tonight because it's 12 in the morning right now. So I'll be on. I think I've been trying to do 4 days a week. What days do you stream? And I'll try to watch you stream one day on Twitch. You stream on Twitch? Okay, I'll put it in my description or something. Oh, okay. Well, if you do, let me know. You've been nice enough to be in my streams. Oh. Okay. Let me pin this. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, if you think of anything that's like a lighter topic to cover too, I feel like everything I've been covering lately is so heavy. It is. It's tired, nappy, big nap times. The big nap is the 12-hour one. The 12-hour one's the big nap. Oh. Yeah. The DV is a little much, I think. or or the threat of DV rather. I don't know if he actually ever. Well, no, he did. Yeah, she did accuse him of such. So yeah, the DV is a little much. But he is a YouTuber, so I guess it still technically falls under the umbrella. I mean, Wings is a little. That one's a little. That one's not as bad, I feel, just because. I mean, it's still awful, but it's just we don't have. Um, we just have the one awful clip. We don't have like literally like 50 of him like screaming at her violently and awfully. So I think it's like quantity. It's not necessarily severity. It's just like what do we have more of currently? You know. So Wings is like a little better, I think. Just in terms of covering. I don't mean like in terms of yeah, morality or whatever. I mean in terms of covering on streams. But this Keem didn't let him on the show for like the stupidest reasons too. It's not because of what he did, which is he should have done that from the beginning. He was gonna let him back on at first, so that's not the reason. It was because he broke the NDA and pissed Keem off real good, mostly. The second one, mostly. So I pretty much stopped covering that because it's like there ain't much going on right now. Oh. Oh. Um. No. Oh. I Well, my brain is crazy, so I can't do without. No, that's mean to say about myself. I have PTSD, so I have my medical card. I'm sorry, self, that was mean. Oh, goodness gracious. I think what I want to do, especially when I'm covering such heavy topics, is find like a good palate cleanser. I um I will end on this, I think, even though it's probably gonna get me claimed. Usually doing other things while I'm watching. Whenever I watch YouTube, I'm always doing something too. It's usually something for YouTube. Editing, making a thumbnail or something, researching, um, or I'm like doing stuff for the Etsy shop and like making stuff, doing that kind of thing. You're studying programming right now? Oh, that's neat. That's neat. This is such a good clip. Have you seen this clip? I was talk I was talking about this with Trevor earlier. It's I can't show a lot of it, but this is Akon, like actually Akon, the guy that sings the "I'm locked up, they won't let me out, oh, they won't let me out" that song. And whenever Vitaly was doing his PDF streams, his PDF file streams, where he was doing like the Chris Hansen shit and like catching them, he legitimately had Akon on to sing at this guy while he's getting arrested. I know, dude. Like that's actually Akon.
Hey, can I get louder, 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 louder? Let's go. Louder, louder. Can you just put your head to the He's about to get locked
Steady trying to
right here,
find
It's iconic. It's even better now that Vitaly's going to. But I'm wondering if he's not going to be going to jail for that long. I think he's definitely fucked. Like he's definitely going to be going to jail. But I'm wondering if it's going to be like 5 years or. I wonder if it's going to be oh, what's the word? Not consecutively, but yeah. I'm wondering if like it's gonna. Hold on. Let me look up a general definition and then I'll get it. It won't take me but 2 seconds. Okay. Concurrent. Okay. I'm wondering if it's gonna be concurrent or consecutive. We'll see. Either way, he's locked up.
back with a couple keys.
Why is Vitaly dressed like a Native American? I don't understand that. That one I don't remember the context of that. There's probably no context to that, to be honest. This is one of my favorite clips. Oh, if you haven't seen Vitaly's old streams, um, like in between the time where the Vitaly timeline is crazy. I am native, actually. Yep. Oh, I think Vitaly's Russian, so I don't know if he's allowed to wear that headdress. I'm like, thank you. I think it's cool too. Oh. Yeah, you should watch some of Vitaly's old streams. Not so much the tortury ones, because he gets really tortury. Like he makes those guys do some crazy stuff. Like it gets rough. That's why it's like if it's actors, if he paid some of these people, he must have paid them money. Oh, my stuff is so random. It's either like stuff for research or it's stuff that I'm watching genuinely or it's music. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to watch the punchy torture ones. Yeah. No, there's some like this though that are just silly. That are silly as all can be, as all get out. And I truly don't think that they're like I would say that I'll give Vitaly maybe 20 or 30%. Maybe of them are real, but I'd say that most of them probably are not real. Because I definitely know that there were some Craigslist ads that came out about him hiring actors. So, but the funny thing is that the reason this claims me is because this is Akon. That makes me laugh. I might have to like shed some of this and piece off. I think I got a good. I'd hardly played any of it. Oh, oh my gosh, dude. I got the yawns bad, bro. I can't get rid of them. Oh, I should probably do the long nap. Have you heard Akon's full name? I don't know. Is this like a joke? Is this like Ligma, or are you or are you or? You gotta YouTube it if you haven't. Okay. Oh, it's long. Okay. I didn't think you were actually trying to get me, dude. I just gotta be aware. I grew up with brothers. You just always gotta be on alert for that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Make sure you never. That's how you make sure you never get caught. If you always stay alert. Let's see.
What is Akon's full name?
Aliyu Ndamala Bugatime Purundaka Lulu Badara Akan Cham.
Break it down. Alrighty. Now,
What
right.
does it mean?
Well, that's the thing. In certain cultures, the second son of the oldest son always get named by the uncle. So everybody gives you a name as the generations go forward.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like rhythmic. It is like a song. It's got his name has rhythm behind it. That's fun. Oh, that is cool. I give that a like. Why didn't it register? 226. It's fine. Oh. No, that's a good one. He does have a very long name. And it's like, it's got rhythm to it. It's bouncy. Alright, I think I should go to bed before I fall asleep on stream and then probably, I don't know. Then I'll be sad. That's about it. Oh, good night. I will be on tomorrow. And I will try to remember to put in the description My stream schedule is the 2 T's in the weekday, and then it's both days and there's the 2 S's in the weekend. It's Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. It was a really dumb way to describe it. So I'm clearly very tired. I'm gonna get off. Goodbye. I can just end from here. It don't matter.